Hello, this is Paul. I hope you're having a good day. I'm in my backyard here and I want to focus on this square 4x4 Eastern Red Cedar raised bed. This is something that has been manufactured in Kentucky. It hasn't been sold yet. I'm the one that's experimenting with it. But Eastern Red Cedar is a great and renewable resource. In fact, if you don't know much about it, it can become invasive. I've sold a couple pieces of property recently, one that was 83 acres and another was 92, where the people have not really worried about it, and it has propagated and Eastern red cedars have almost taken over the property. And this has become a bigger problem as it moves westward. There are studies that show that over 700 acres a day of farmland, ranch land in Oklahoma are being invaded by Eastern red cedar. So for people who think that cedar beds are not a renewable resource, they really don't understand about Eastern red cedar. Now if you were to try to grow this cedar really big and make long boards out of it, it may not be renewable, but when you use small timbers, which is usually harvested, the smaller trees, they grow faster than they can be harvested, much faster. So in a way, in fact, in a very real way, this is as renewable as any resource we have. It takes a lot less energy, for instance, to make this particular raised bed than it does the recycled materials. The recycled materials last a long time, but they use a lot of energy in the production to recycle the materials. And it's a little bit like raising corn and turning it into fuel. We're not really sure that that's very economical. So if you are interested in Eastern red cedar raised beds, give me a call. I'm going to be trying to figure out how to help people use these in gardening in Lexington over the next few months and maybe the next few years, and maybe in other parts of our great state. You'll see the garden in the background. The peas are flourishing now. And zoom in here a little bit so you can see the raised bed a little better and see the garden in the background. Peas are flourishing. We're getting enough to cook with every day or to just eat raw on our salads. Tomatoes are really growing there in the background, there with the squirrel guard. It's just a really exciting time in the garden. Peas and beans, and very soon we'll have carrots and beets, and we're already digging little potatoes and eating with our peas, as you've seen in some of the videos. Anyway, we'll zoom in so you can see this raised bed, Eastern red cedar bed, a little bit better before I turn it off. You'll notice that it's a gorgeous wood. Now that wood, if you don't put some kind of a stain finish on the outside of it or something to preserve the color, it will eventually be gray. But it's going to last many, many years because it's got a tannic acid in it, which the termites and other bugs will not eat. By the way, be really careful that you don't use cedar shavings in your compost. They're not going to biodegrade, and you're going to have, and the more cedar shavings you use, the harder it's going to be to grow things if you use compost made out of cedar. You have a good evening. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.